So welcome for our second session of the White Tara retreat over Easter. Hopefully you've all got the various texts and things. I'll put up the screen share in a moment, and that should serve as a helping guide for the visualization. But of course, the main thing with this practice is that it happens. It's an inner experience. So the screen share can serve as like our pop-up altar, but really try and use that as a prompt then for a really vast internal experience. The purpose of this practice is primarily as an offering for all of our holy gurus, because without them we'd be lost. We'd be lost in the roiling sea of samsara. And so we're taking this time to really clean up our karma in regards to our holy gurus, to purify whatever negative karmic vision that we have that causes us to see our gurus as being aging or sick. So this is a really fantastic opportunity, especially as Easter is a time of recognizing kind of the approaching darkness, and then the rebirth and renewal. So it has a really lovely resonance. We can also set our motivation today for the two main things of our era, COVID and the climate. So thinking of all those who are presently really suffering either with the COVID illness or through the effects of COVID, financial effects and social effects. And here we are in this incredible bubble of safety, almost like Australia is within Tara's rainbow bubble, while the rest of the world is in really dire straits and experiencing deaths and illness even worse than at the peak last March. So this third wave has been quite catastrophic for many parts of the world. So we can really focus our mind of being able to purify all of those karmic causes for this terrible group karma that we're all experiencing. And the more long-term motivation for us is for the climate, that this earth, as the Tibetans say, a sapphire held by a celestial maiden. So this precious earth that is actually the support, the environment for a perfect human rebirth. We need it. We don't have the planet, then we don't have a perfect human rebirth, and then we don't have enlightenment. So it's really crucial. And this kind of slow burning, long-term deterioration of our environment, it's something that we can also do something about by purifying the karmic causes, purifying them now before they come to fruition. And then also think about within your own immediate circle, those that you have a strong karmic connection with, your friends, your family, those that you work with. So anybody that you know that is undergoing any kind of illness, difficulty or suffering, particularly inner and outer obstacles to practice, whether it's health or whether it's mental health. Think that we're also going to do the practice for them. We're connected with them karmically. We have a responsibility also to help them. And then really adjusting our motivation, that all of these are incentives for us to practice, but they are actually quite short term in the scheme of things, that actually our main purpose is to practice for our own liberation and the liberation and enlightenment of all sentient beings, and nothing less than that. So while we have these immediate concerns, they kind of bring us to the practice, but then we must extend our motivation to make it vast, profound bodhicitta motivation, going for the big one and nothing less. We also like to start with an acknowledgement of country. So thinking that we all acknowledge and pay respects to the Jagera and Turrbal people, the traditional custodians of the land on which Langri Tangpa Centre resides, this Brisbane area. And we pay our respects to elders, past, present, and emerging. And warmly welcome all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders to Langri Tangpa Centre with great respect and gratitude. And recognising that spiritual practice has been done on these lands for tens of thousands of years. And may we continue to do spiritual practice and live harmoniously with all beings seen and unseen. So we're going to start with the calling the Guru from afar prayer, a cry from the heart. Remembering our holy gurus, the person of our holy gurus, especially His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Lama Zopa Rinpoche and Geshe Zopa, Geshe Sultram, all of the amazing teachers that we've ever had, and recognizing that they are, in essence, Guru Vajradhara, not separate from Vajradhara. In fact, not separate from the great Dharmakaya, but arising in a form that we can relate with. So embracing with your heart all the aspects of the Guru, Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya. And think that we ourselves lead all the sentient beings in this prayer. Guru, think of me. Guru, think of me. Guru, think of me. Magnificently glorious Guru, dispelling the darkness of ignorance. Magnificently glorious Guru, revealing the path of liberation. Magnificently glorious Guru, liberating from the waters of samsara. Magnificently glorious Guru, eliminating the diseases of the 5 poisons. Magnificently glorious Guru, the wish-granting jewel, I beseech you, please bless me. Magnificently glorious Guru, please bless me to remember impermanence and death from my heart. Magnificently glorious Guru, please bless me to generate the thought of no need in my mind. Magnificently glorious Guru, please bless me to abide one-pointedly in practice in isolated places. Magnificently glorious Guru, please bless me to not have any hindrances to my practice. Magnificently glorious Guru, please bless me to realize without error the view of the fundamental nature of reality. Magnificently glorious Guru, please bless me so that all bad conditions appear as a support. Magnificently glorious Guru, please bless me to accomplish effortlessly the 2 works of self and others. Please bless me soon. Please bless me very soon. Please bless me on this very cushion. Please bless me in this very session. May I not give rise to heresy for even a second in regard to the actions of the glorious Guru. May I see whatever actions are done as pure. With this devotion, may I receive the Guru's blessings in my heart. Magnificent and precious root Guru, please abide on the lotus seat at my heart. Guide me with your great kindness and grant me the realizations of your holy body, speech, and mind. I think that a smiling emanation of the Guru comes across space, melts into light, and this light absorbs down through your crown. Your ordinary body, speech, and mind are completely purified. And in that radiance and blessing, you become one with the Guru. And then thinking that the place where we are is like the pure land of Sukhavati. In the center of this pure land is a great wish-granting tree made of wisdom, knowledge, light. We ourselves are surrounded by all the sentient beings, greatly enjoying this pure land. At the top of the trunk of the wish-granting tree is a 4-petaled lotus, and in the center of which is your root guru in the aspect of Amitabha Buddha. Amitabha is surrounded by all the lineage gurus. On the front petal are white Tara and all the other deities, all the long life deities, the great entourage of white Tara. On the right-hand petal is the Buddha jewel, Shakyamuni Buddha, and all the other Buddhas. On the back petal is the Dharma jewel in the aspect of piled up volumes of scriptures, with all of the texts and the writing made of light. And on the left petal is the Sangha jewel, the 8 close disciples and others. The whole tree is full of the objects of refuge, all the branches, leaves and flowers, adorned with all the objects of refuge. So with great spontaneous enthusiasm, we lead all the sentient beings in going for refuge. So the refuge and bodhicitta prayer in the White Tara Sadhana on page 5. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I think that we make this commitment to all the sentient beings surrounding us, that we devote our life to bring about their ultimate, most best possible benefit. And then all the sentient beings dissolve into light. All the great entourage, the objects of refuge. And the tree also dissolve into light, all of this light absorbing into Amitabha Buddha. Amitabha Buddha also dissolves into light, and this light absorbs into you. You are blessed with his inspiration. All your ordinary perceptions and conceptions dissolve in that radiance. Meditating that you are the embodiment of the purity of all subjective and objective phenomena. That self, deity, and practice are all one taste in the nature of emptiness. meditating on that emptiness, the great Dharmakaya. Om Sobhava Shura Sava Dhamma Sobhava Shura. And then, out of your great compassion for sentient beings, from the sphere of emptiness appears a white lotus nodded a moon disk, and on that appears your own mind in the form of a white syllable tum. So if you've not yet had the white Tara initiation, then thinking that this syllable tum is the expression in most subtle form of the enlightened life force energy of all the Buddhas. If you have had the white Tara initiation, the tum is the expression of your own impetus to help sentient beings, arising in this form, the Sambhogakaya, the syllable, living, dancing, made of light. And don't feel that you're looking at the syllable, but that you are the syllable. You are the Sambhogakaya. And then in this process, recognizing that this alone is not enough to be able to perfectly help sentient beings. So this tum, a moon disk, transforms into an upala flower marked by tum. And this transforms into the self-generated, life-granting Aryatara with one face and two arms. The right hand holding an upala flower. In youthful aspect, Tara adorned with all the major and minor marks of a Tathagata and endowed with 7 eyes. So either arising as Aryatara or feeling that Aryatara arises in the space in front of you, at your heart or on the crown of your head, whatever is more comfortable. As the self-generated, life-granting Aryatara, shimmering with a rainbow light body, screened by a full moon behind her, and the 3 places marked by the 3 syllables, the white Om at the brow, a radiant red R at the throat, and the blue Hum at the heart. At her heart, a moon disk with the syllable tum. From this syllable tum, countless light rays are emitted, inviting all the wisdom beings and the initiating deities. As the light rays hook back from their natural abodes, from the wisdom beings' abodes, countless Arya Taras, white Taras, arrive in the space all around you, in front of you, some very large, some very small, and a great multitude of initiating deities. Everything bursting with life, very busy and vivacious. And then all of the wisdom beings dissolve into you like snowflakes into a lake, merging inseparably with you, Tara. The initiating deities confer the empowerment, pouring with their divine vases, filling your Tara body with nectar. The nectar is continuous, and by the overflow of the nectar, this wisdom light, your crown is adorned with Amitayus. And then again, light rays emanate from the tum at your heart. The light rays activating the infinite nectar of longevity from beyond cyclic existence. As the light rays dissolve back into the tum at your heart, this infinite nectar of longevity dissolves back into your heart, into the tum, that becomes even more radiant. Then gently shifting your focus to the crown jewel in your hair. Amitayus, the entire Pure Land. At his heart, a red syllable free. And from this free, rays of red light shine out into the 10 directions, hooking back the essence of long life from all samsaric and non-samsaric beings. The essence of long life is magnetically drawn towards the free at Amitayus' heart. The long life essence from all samsaric beings or those beings born into the elements, or the non-sansaric beings, or those attained liberation and enlightenment, complete freedom. The red tree also magnetizes all the life force energy from the 4 elements, the natural chi or energy in the world. And all this is hooked back into the tree, also the red light hooks back all the life force energy previously stolen, all the life force energy that has ebbed away from you, that's been stolen by black magic, by propaganda, by trauma. Feel that all of that life force energy is effortlessly magnetized, pulled back by this red light. And all of this is drawn into the long life vase in Amitayus' lap. The life force nectar increases limitlessly, like an ever-flowing fountain of youth. And this nectar overflows, as it does, overflows into your crown, completely filling up your body. So gently feel your whole body become bathed in this life force, enlightened energy. Your clean, clear body filling up, becoming even more radiant, completely energized. Your nervous system radiant. Every atom of your body made of light and energized. Clear, pure, unobstructed. And still the nectar increases limitlessly, overflowing into your crown. And still your body becomes more and more full of this nectar, the essence of long life. Within that energized radiance, gently shift your focus to the heart. At your heart, the radiant moon disk. In the center, the white syllable tum. And at the very center of the tigli, the round circle, sits your own root guru, encompassed like a precious seed. And surrounding him on the moon disk are all sentient beings. This moon disk, infinitely large, able to encompass all sentient beings. Try and see as many individually as you can. Your family, your friends, all of the monks and nuns, all of the teachers in all of the monasteries and the Dharma centers. All of our holy gurus. Each with their own seat. All the human beings suffering from COVID or cancer or any other disease or distress. All the enemies and the harm doers who are overwhelmed by their negative karmic experience and vision. And surrounding all of these sentient beings, on the edge of the moon disk, are the letters of the mantra. Om Tare Tutare Ture Mama Ayu Punya Jana Pushtim Kriya Swaha. All sentient beings encompassed by this mantra of white Tara, of long life. Embraced by the mantra garland. And as we recite the mantra, the nectar flowing from Amitayus' vase continuously through your crown and filling up your whole body, flowing through your holy guru and all the sentient beings, it completely eliminates all hindrances to long life. Recognizing that the hindrances to the long life of our holy gurus are in fact our own negative karmic vision. So our negative karmic vision is completely cleansed and purified. The nectar purifies all the hindrances to life and black karmic vision of oneself and all sentient beings. Feel that this blissful nectar washes through you, the sentient beings, and one's holy gurus, including yourself on that moon disk. Om Tare Tutare Ture Mama Ayur Punya Jana Pushtim Puriya Swaha. Om Tare Tutare Ture Mama Ayur Punya Jana Pushtim Puriya Swaha. Om Tare Tutare Ture Mama Ayur Punya Jana Pushtim Puriya Swaha. Om Tare Tutare Ture Mama Ayu Punya Jana Pushtim Kriya Swaha. Om Tare Tutare Ture Mama Ayu Punya Jana Pushtim Kriya Swaha. Om Tare Tutare Ture Mama Ayu Punya Jana Pushtim Kriya Swaha. Om Tare Tutare Ture Mama Ayu Punya Jana Pushtim Kriya Swaha. Om Tare Tutare Ture Mama Ayu Punya Jana Pushtim Kriya Swaha. Om Tare Tutare Ture Mama Ayu Punya Jana Pushtim Kriya Swaha. Om Tare Tutare Ture Mama Ayo Punya Jana Pushtim Kriya Swaha. Om Tare Tutare Ture Mama Ayo Punya Jana Pushtim Kriya Swaha. Om Tare Ture Mama Ayo Punya Jana Pushtim Priya Swaha. Om Tare Ture Mama Ayo Punya Jana Pushtim Priya Swaha. Om Tare Ture Mama Ayo Punya Jana Pushtim Priya Swaha. Om Tare Ture Mama Ayo Punya Jana Pushtim Priya Swaha. Om Tare Ture Mama Ayo Punya Jana Pushtim Priya Swaha. Om Tare Ture Mama Ayo Punya Jana Pushtim Priya Swaha. Om Tare Ture Mama Ayo Punya Jana Pushtim Priya Swaha. Om Tare Ture Mama Ayo Punya Jana Pushtim Priya Swaha. Om Tare Ture Mama Ayo Punya Jana Pushtim Priya Swaha. Om Tare Ture Mama Ayo Punya Jana Pushtim Priya Swaha. Om Tare Ture Mama Ayo Punya Jana. Om Tare Ture Mama Ayo Punya Jana Pushtim Priya Swaha. We can continue with the short mantra. Om Tare Ture Swaha. 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 The nectar continuously flowing through your body, completely eliminating all the hindrances to long life from your holy guru. Purifying the hindrances to long life for oneself, for all the surrounding sentient beings. Feel every single negative karmic seed washed away, purified. Feel every atom of your body purified, your nervous system becoming radiant, the flow of the energy of the chi, unobstructed, blissful, clear, energized by the wisdom light energy. And also all those who you are praying for, those close to you that you know, those that you have heard of, and all the sentient beings, cleansed of their hindrances to long life and of all their black karmic vision. as the blissful white light energy flows through your crown, completely filling your body, feel strongly and concentrate clearly that all of your negative karma, obscurations, spirit harms, neuroses, depression and anxiety, and sicknesses are completely purified. As your body becomes clean, clear, unobstructed, pure, then feel strongly that your life has been increased, your merit developed, all of your scriptural and intellectual understanding increased, your wisdom and realizations coming to fruition, and that you've achieved undying realizations. Feel that all of these accomplishments, this increase of your life force energy, absorbs into you as the form of this light. And at the same time, light from the letters of the mantra garland encompassing all sentient beings. The light streaming continuously from each of those letters fills your own Tara body and the bodies of all the sentient beings, bringing all blessings, all benefit, all realizations. These absorb into you and others, especially all those practicing virtue in the three worlds. Feel especially that all the human beings who are accumulating virtue by even just simply reciting the mantra achieve long life. All those practicing virtue in the three worlds become energized, unobstructed. Achieve long life and the undying realizations. And then as you contemplate each of your holy gurus, especially His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Lama Zopa Rinpoche, think strongly that any hindrances that cause our guru to appear sick or aging, or that prevent his holy wishes from being fulfilled, they're all completely purified. All of our negative karmic vision associated with the guru, purified. And that our holy gurus appear young and vibrant. Antai Tatai Turi Soha, 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 Antai Tatai Turi Soha. And then to speed up our realizations and our accomplishment of the practice, then we make a short dedication for this mantra recitation and then offer the Toma. So dedicating our mantra recitation that through the merit collected by this practice, may we quickly attain the state of the wish-fulfilling wheel, and may we lead all living beings without exception to her state of enlightenment, thus dedicating the roots of merit. Then offering the Toma. So the Toma is offered to the wisdom beings, the front generation, Aryatara and her entire entourage, for the purpose of drawing closer to the Guru, of hastening our realizations, of supercharging our spiritual practice. So first, blessing the offerings, of which we have the representations in the offering bowls, but of course the offering being filling all of space. So the blessing mantras to dispel hindrances and meditate on emptiness. So this is in the other White Tara Sadhana, the Chinta Chakra White Tara, and it's on page 15. Om Vajra Amrita Kundali Hana Hana Hum He Om Sobhava Shura Sabha Dhamma Sobhava Shura Hum Out of emptiness, from 8 Om syllables, appear spacious, extensive jeweled vessels, inside of which the syllables Om transform into the different offering substances, which are clear, unobstructed, and as extensive as space. So the mudras that we use are the Kriya Tantra mudras of the Lotus family, the Pema family. So the same as Nyungne. Om Agam Ahom, Om Pajam Ahom, Om Pupe Ahom, Om Dupe Ahom, Om Alake Ahom, Om Gyende Ahom, Om Yude Ahom, Om Shabda Ahom. Then blessing the Torma. Om Vajra Amrita Kundali Hana Hana Hum Pem. Om Sopava Shuddha Savatama Sopava Shuddha Hum. Then out of your wisdom realizing emptiness arises the letter Om. And from this comes a vast, extensive jeweled vase, inside of which the syllable Om melts and transforms into a great ocean of undefiled wisdom nectar. Om Ahom, Om Ahom, Om Ahom. And then from one's heart, or the heart of Aryatara, from the syllable Tum, countless light rays are emitted, inviting Lady Tara, surrounded by the multitudes of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. They all partake of the essence of the Torma through the opening of the light at the tips of their Vajra tongues. Om Aryatara Saparivara Idam Balimta Kakakahi Kahi. 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 I think also that we make a Torma offering to all of the beings seen and unseen on this land, all of the landlords, the protectors, the custodians and owners of this land. I think that we offer so that there be harmony, that all the beings seen and unseen in this land that we share have all the support and conditions conducive for spiritual practice and helping sentient beings, that all the sorry business becomes resolved in the best possible way. So having made these Torma offerings to Aryatara, the great multitude of enlightened beings, all of those that we share our environment with. And you can make requests for your own spiritual practice and development, your own Dharma projects, the success of all the projects of Langri Tangpa Centre, and all the projects of the FPMT, Lama Zopa Rinpoche's vast vision. And presenting the offerings. Om Arya Tara Saparivara Agam Pratitsa Hun Soha. Om Arya Tara Saparivara Pajan Pratitsa Hun Soha. Om Arya Tara Saparivara Pupe Pratitsa Hun Soha. Om Arya Tara Saparivara Dupe Pratitsa Hun Soha. Om Arya Tara Saparivara Aloke Pratitsa Hun Soha. Om Arya Tara Saparivara Kende Pratitsa Hun Soha. Om Arya Tara Saparivara Nyuete Pratitsa Hun Soha. Om Arya Tara Saparivara Shakta Pratitsa Hun Soha. The short praise. Venerable Bhagavati Tara, please bless me to eliminate all the obstacles of life, of my own or someone else's, and bestow on me the attainment of immortality. We can have the long praise. So this is the gem to increase life and wisdom in praise of white Tara. So in the Tara Praises booklet, the first one. So we think that it's ourselves and all the surrounding sentient beings, all the living beings in the world, spontaneously and with a great devotion, heartfelt devotion, offer up this prayer to white Tara. Homage to the female Buddha, exquisite with youth, radiant as the eternal snows in all their glory. She sits on a white lotus and a silvery moon, indicating fully developed compassion and knowledge. Homage to the youthful one with full breasts, one face and two arms, sitting in Vajra position, she regally displays both grace and calm and is filled with great bliss. Homage to the ultimately generous one, whose right hand in the mudra of supreme giving easily releases boundless karmas of peace, increase, power, and wrath, as well as the 8 cities and even supreme Buddhahood. Homage to the spiritual mother, from whom the Buddhas of all 3 times are born, whose power to protect us from wild animals, fires, and the 8 terrors is depicted by her left hand holding a blue lotus. Homage to the refuge of the world, whose eyes in hands and feet gaze at the doors of freedom, who leads all manacled sentient creatures towards the isle of blissful liberation. Homage to the one whose face unites the beauty of 1,000,000 autumn moons, whose wide eyes gaze with compassionate warmth, and whose joyous mouth smiles equally on all. Homage to the one whose head is adorned with Amitayus, boundless life, the mere thought of whom grants endless life and wisdom. His hands in contemplative mudra hold a vase filled with immortality's brew. Homage to the all-beautiful one whose crown steals from the sun and moon their light, whose sapphire tresses are half knotted up on top, the rest falling freely over her shoulders. Homage to the majestic one whose sparkling ornaments of crown, earrings, necklaces, armbands, bracelets, anklets, and belt, so elegantly arranged, surpass any worn by men and gods. Homage to she whose celestial raiment of shoulder sash and skirt array her body in the way rainbows enhance the crystal mountains. Homage to the goddess before whose lotus feet Vishnu, Indra, Shiva, Brahma, anti-gods and spirits, men, apparitions, and all the world submit themselves in complete devotion. Glorious one, merely by reciting your mantra and making offerings at your lotus feet, one gains immortality, wisdom and merit, and all desired siddhis. Therefore, before you I bow down. The knowledge, compassion, and power of all Buddhas appear in the form of you, beautiful goddess. So I take refuge in you and make known my prayers. Please eliminate the obstacles which delay fulfillment of my aims. Quickly release those peaceful actions of yours to calm the interferences to my quest for perfection. Release me from the 8 terrors, sickness and demons and other harmful agents, outer and inner. Quickly send forth your perfect actions of increase, which multiply such qualities as life, merit, ungrasping compassion, the stainless wisdoms of learning, contemplation and meditation, and the 3 higher trainings. Quickly release your perfect actions of power, which fulfill all wishes of the mind and cause God's men and spirits to humbly bow before you. Quickly direct your perfect actions of wrath to destroy the inner, outer, and secret forces of evil that aim to confound truth and those who dwell within it. Please grant me quick and easy attainments, such as the magic sword, mystic eye, medicine, fast walking, the food pill, and the precious vase, and even Mahamudra, the highest of siddhis. In brief, from now until enlightenment is gained, I respectfully make offerings at your lotus feet. I need no other refuge than you. Out of compassion, gaze upon me and grant your protection. By the meritorious energy of this practice, may the transcendent perfect Tara look upon me forever with pleasure and never leave me for even a moment. May all sentient beings after death take rebirth before Amitayus in Sukhavati, land of pure joy. May they live in the ways of the great Bodhisattvas and equal Avalokiteshvara, Lord of compassion. May I realize the oceans of sutras and tantras to be able to pass them on to others, and may I strive until samsara is emptied to uphold the victory banner of practicing exactly as taught. So think that our praise, the praise of all sentient beings in the world, is very joyously received. And then we can take a moment to make any group dedications. Then I'd also like to dedicate for all of the young people like our Naomi and Greta Thunberg and all those of that young generation that need this world. May they have all the support for Dharma, for spiritual practice. May they be able to take the essence of this human life. May they be able to have all the achievement of protecting this planet and making this planet a sustainable one to continue the basis, the support of the perfect human rebirth. I'd also like to dedicate that may all of the vaccines be effective for COVID. May all the treatments be effective. May COVID and all of its causes be completely eliminated. May the rollout of the vaccine in our country and in all countries throughout the world, rich and poor, happen swiftly without any obstacles. May the vaccines be effective, and may they also be vaccines against the causes of COVID, all of the disturbing emotions. Okay, so we can continue with the next praise. The next, in the Tara Praises booklet, the Praise to White Tara written by the first Dalai Lama. Tare means freedom from samsara. Tutare, freedom from the 8 terrors. Ture, freedom from illness. Homage to the Mother Tara. Homage to the supremely generous one who sits in the Vajra posture on a moon disk at the heart of a white lotus. Homage to she as radiant as the autumn moon, her back resting upon a moon disk, her body made beautiful with ornaments, her left hand holding a white lotus. Homage to Aryatara, who appears as a 16-year-old youth Mother of all the Buddhas, she whose form spontaneously fulfills all wishes. Homage to she with a white wheel at her heart, a wheel with 8 spokes bearing 8 mystic letters and blazing forth lights. Exalted Tara, mother who brings liberation, wish-fulfilling wheel increasing life, hear this prayer of mine. Protect me from dangers to my life and from sickness and misery. Bestow upon me the supreme city of realization and the common cities as well. High and exalted one in whom I place faith, care for me always as a mother her child. I call to you, catch me on your hook of compassion. Transcendent goddess, white as the autumn moon, perfect one, haughty yet serene. She, beautiful with jeweled ornaments, clothed in silks and sitting in the Vajra posture upon a lotus and moon, having a smiling face and 2 arms, mother of Buddhas, past, present, and future, repeatedly I bow down to you. Pray be moved by my devotion and help me to accomplish enlightenment. From now until I attain Buddhahood, pacify all negative circumstances that may hinder me. Make flourish every circumstance conducive and helpful. In the 100-syllable mantra, to purify any errors made in the practice, either the mantra recitation, with our offerings, or with our attitude falling into an ordinary, believing the ordinary appearances. Think that all of those downfalls are completely purified, that our practice today becomes pure and strong, and that all of the realizations are stabilized. Om Pema Sappha Samaya Manupalaya Pema Sappha Tenopa Tita Drido Me Baba Sudokayo Me Baba Supokayo Me Baba Adorato Me Baba Sava Siddhi Me Prayata Sava Kama Sutta Me Chitam Shriam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sava Tata Kata Pema Mame Muntra Pema Baba Maha Samaya Sappha Ahom. Whatever mistakes I've made because of not knowing or lacking ability or not finding the proper materials, please be patient with these. And then think that Aryatara and all of the entourage, all the holy beings, gently, gradually dissolve into white light tinged with rainbow. And this light swirls around the room where you are and then absorbs into all of the holy objects, statues, stupas, scriptures, and tankas. By residing for the benefit of all living beings, please bestow your blessings of health, life, energies, power, and supreme attainments. Om Supratishta Vajraya Swaha. And think that surrounding you, a gentle rainfall of flowers, the manifestation of all of your virtues. Then we make the group dedication that by doing this practice, may we all quickly become Aryatara and lead each and every sentient being into her enlightened realm. And that upon seeing the signs of untimely death, by clearly beholding the holy body of the wish-fulfilling wheel Tara, may we intrepidly and instantaneously conquer the Lord of Death and swiftly attain the rank of an immortal master of knowledge. By the force of certain deliverance in the supreme vehicle, may we have long life, freedom from illness, perfect bliss and happiness. May we have the ability to live hundreds of years and see hundreds of Buddhas. And now at this time, may we experience great bliss. Then dedicate also that by us just merely hearing that someone is sick, immediately cause that person to completely recover and have the most meaningful life by practicing the Mahayana path. And by us just hearing that someone has died, cause that person to immediately be reborn in a pure land where they can get enlightened. And the long life prayers for our holy gurus. So offering our whole practice to our holy gurus, feeling that we're offering in the form of light and jewels and incredible resources, with a determination to fulfill our gurus' wishes and advice, the advice that they give in teachings and the advice that they've given personally. And that we support our Dharma brothers and sisters and seek to create harmony amongst all of the disciples. For His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the wish-granting, wish-fulfilling jewel, source of every single benefit and happiness in this world, to the incomparably kind Tenzin Gyatso, I beseech, may all your holy wishes be spontaneously fulfilled. For Lama Zopa Rinpoche, you who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving and spreading Manjunath's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers, honouring the three jewels, Saviour of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. And for all of our holy gurus, may my venerable Lama's life be firm, their white divine action spread in the 10 directions. May the torch of the teachings of Losang always remain, dispelling the darkness of all beings in the 3 realms. And the big Sema. Mi me te we te chen chen rezin. Rime kempe wampo jampayam. Ganchen kepe sui kien soin kapam. Lozan drape shabla so wadem. Mi me te we te chen chen rezin. Drime kempe wampo jampayan. Ganchen kepe sui kien soen kapa. Lozan drape shabla soe wadem. Mi me se we te chen chen rezin. Rime kempe wampo jampayam. Ganchen kepe sui kien soen kapam. Lozan drape shabla soe wadem. And then our image for going out into the world today. So white Tara appearing like a beautiful beam of moonlight within the muck of samsara. But remembering that even the muck and mud of samsara, as Jane, one of our previous directors, often said, no mud, no lotus. So from that mud of samsara comes the lotus, the the definite emergence, the arising, the revelation of the purity of our own mind. And also here, because it is Easter, the mother of all the Buddhas, also the Virgin Mary, the Virgin Mother, like great Dharma sisters. So there are very many parallels and resonance between the Buddhist practice and especially the story of Easter. So may we be that bridge, and also the bridge between our Dharma practice and our daily life. May there be no difference. May we be aware of all those levels of existence, of dependent arising, and also everything in one taste of in emptiness, the great Dharmakaya. So have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you for joining together like this as a practice group, joining the world in our net of light, and enjoy the holiday. Make sure that you have some rest and recuperation. And I hope to see you at the same time, same place tomorrow for the continuation of our White Tara retreat. So thank you so much, everybody.